You clicked on this video because you want to know how to actually make money with ChatGPT. So let me show you exactly how I do it. Now, ChatGPT doesn't hand me money directly. It's not a paycheck, but it's the tool that makes these income streams possible. Without it, I couldn't run them at all. I'll walk you through the exact 3 methods I use step by step so you can see how ChatGPT can turn into an income multiplier for you too. At the end, I'll reveal how much money I made last month from only one of these ChatGPT methods, and it's probably more than you'd expect. Let's start with the first one, and it's going to be kind of small stuff or small requests. Let's call it the small stuff. That would be asking ChatGPT to find me something, like to find a specific article online. I would ask it to reformat text. For example, I have like a whole paragraph, I need it to be like in specific formatting. I'll just ask it to do it, and then I'll be able to copy paste it, and saves a ton of time. Or for example, like to add emojis to the text. Sometimes it would be answering questions. It would be writing text, like providing text, writing paragraphs. It would be coming up with ideas, coming up with even scripts for videos. It would be writing code when I have to use the code. So overall, it saves me a lot of time. And let's say, for example, if your hour is worth, let's do simple math, let's do like $20. And let's say I save like 5 hours per week using ChatGPT. So that would be $100 per week saving in terms of the time, because if I didn't have that time, I wouldn't have that $100. But if I choose, I can work an extra 5 hours per week, which is $20 now. That would be an extra $100 per week. It's surprising how much time it saves. For example, like on my phone, I don't even have to unlock the phone, or whatever it's called, like the locked screen. It has the ChatGPT icon that I can just click and open it. I can use shortcuts on the Mac in order to open ChatGPT. I can activate by voice. I have it everywhere so that it's just as simple as possible to use. I use ChatGPT like anywhere from like 5 to 30 times per day, depending on the tasks that I do. And I do have the paid version of ChatGPT that costs like $20, because if you don't have this option, then it does limit you. It only gives you a number of requests for the latest model, which is the smartest, the fastest one. If you don't have the paid version, then it will limit you to the latest version. Then you have to start a new chat, which is also annoying, because if you start working on something and then you have to start a new chat and just go through the whole process again, but with the older model, $20 a month is unbelievably useful. A lot of the subscriptions people usually have for like TV, movies, music costs more than that. So $20 per month is just absolutely no-brainer. Sometimes I save more than 5 hours a week, sometimes I save less, but the second one is research. There's one specific technique that I use with ChatGPT in terms of the research, and that is one of the ways that I make money is through teaching, and teaching specific applications, for example, like After Effects, Premiere Pro, Blender, in combination with ChatGPT. And in order to make an online course, I have to know what to make the online course about. And how do I know? Well, I can take the competitors, I can take a look at their reviews, what people say. So I'll take the part that's good, and I'll avoid the part that's bad about the course. And if we think about this, then I do only the good stuff and then get rid of the bad stuff and then add whatever people need, an extra part. And it's an unbelievable way. It doesn't work perfect 100% of the time, but it's a really good starting point. How can I do a ginormous research of like 1,000 reviews in 5 minutes? Well, I can do it with ChatGPT. So I would just go online, collect the reviews from different platforms, and then I would put it in a Google Doc. I would download the Google Doc as a PDF, and then I would upload that to ChatGPT. And I would ask ChatGPT to do the analysis. It would do the analysis, and then it would give me data, and then based on that, I'd be able to create the courses. In terms of the research, first of all, like to analyze like 1,000 reviews, like how many hours does that take? That would probably take, and also this research probably wouldn't be the best because there's like big human error, but let's say that's like 10 hours. So if we do the same math, then that would be equal to $200. $200 just in terms of the time, but then the quality of ChatGPT is also very good if you give it the right prompt. There's a big variety of how much courses can generate. It can go from anywhere from like $0 to some courses generate like $80,000 per month. 80, yes, online courses. It's pretty unbelievable, but in terms of the course itself, I mean, the course itself does take time in order to produce it, so that's why I'm saying ChatGPT doesn't just hand me the paycheck. It just does the research, saves me a lot of time this way. And on top of that, it's just the quality is a lot better, and then I actually have to do the work in order to complete it, but saves time. One course can generate anywhere from $0 to, let's say, like $1,000 in revenue per month. Not all the courses are like this. Some courses are better, some courses are worse, and it definitely fluctuates. Like one course for 1 month it can go high, the other one can go low, so it kind of balances out. To give you a general overview, this is how much a course can generate. And then the third one, and the most important one, is skills. In terms of the skills, I can learn new skills incredibly fast with ChatGPT. It would take me a lot longer without it. The reason why I'm able to learn so fast with ChatGPT is because it gives me very quick feedback. I can send it screenshots, it will tell me what I'm doing wrong, or if I'm doing a good job. It will just answer questions very fast, and even if it's quite technical, ChatGPT will still give a pretty good answer. Now, it will also give a lot of bad answers. It's not flawless. Oftentimes I will be pretty mad with it, and it will just do some weird stuff that just doesn't make any sense at all. But for example, let's do like Blender. I wanted to learn how to do Blender, specifically to create a course about it. In order to learn how to do Blender, that takes just an unbelievable amount of time. I found a gap in the market, and I wanted to fill it with this specific Blender course, because nobody teaches how to do this super viral, interesting type of videos. Well, I learned Blender in like 4 days, and it took me probably like 20 hours with ChatGPT. Without ChatGPT, I don't know how long it would take, but it took me 20 hours to do it, roughly. In order to create the course, it took me an extra probably 30 to 40 hours, but let's call it like 40 hours to do the course, so just one work week, potentially less. It's a little bit hard to always know the exact times of how much time something takes, but let's call it 40 hours. So in 60 hours I was able to generate a course. Now the courses don't just produce money one time, they produce money every month, assuming the course is good. But so far, roughly in just the very first month, the Blender course made like anywhere from, and I don't know the exact numbers yet, but anywhere from $300 to $400. And I learned this skill using ChatGPT. So $300 to $400 with ChatGPT, minus taxes and things like that. This is just the first month. We'll see what happens next month and the month after that. So let's do the calculations. $100, $300 to $400. This one is $200. So just this alone puts like $600 to $700 plus courses combined. Like it's an exponential growth. So ChatGPT can earn thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars per month. If you like this video, there's a good chance that you will like this video here. So go ahead and click on it. Yeah, go ahead, click.